Okay.
No, go ahead and speak. Just take your hand off the mic.
My name is Javon Clayton. I'm a sixth grade scholar, and my two homeroom teachers are Miss Thea and Miss Kamahaga.
How come you got two? And?
Hi, my name is Javonna Jones. I am a seventh grade scholar. My two teachers are Mr. Mueller and Miss Miller.
Okay. Mira.
Hi, my name is Miranda Mercado. I'm a sixth grade scholar at Build Academy, and my homeroom teacher is Miss Melissa.
Okay. To everyone, have you learned anything from your homeroom teacher? And if so, what? Giovanna?
That they're very helpful and they're kind and they really care about us and they help us to understand our work.
What work, Javon?
Like our teachers will go the extra step to make sure that we know what they're teaching.
Okay. And your opinion, Mara?
My teacher, she's a really nice teacher. She would do anything for us, and when we need help with our work, she would help us.
Okay. And Jeremy, what about you?
My teacher, he's good. He help us with our math and help us with anything we need.
Okay. And Lady Hamilton, what about you?
My teacher teaches us that we should always work hard no matter what.
That sounds like a lot of the things when I was your age in school, my teachers taught us the same thing. Those were caring teachers. Those are the best kind of teachers. You know, those are the kind of teachers that you really want to come to school to be with, right? Okay, let me ask you a few more questions. What is your favorite content area at the Build Academy? Anyone can go first. Come on, this is time. We got to speak. Devon,
Mine is science because it's fun and we do lab experiments, like we do hand-on experiments. Last week we did layers matter. First we put oil in, then we put water, and then we put syrup, and they lapped, and it looked really cool. It layered up, and we observed and we wrote down what it did.
Really? Did you have to do any type of measuring fluid? Did you use any kind of cylinders? Do you know anything about mLs?
Milliliters?
Micromilliliters.
Sort of.
Okay. What about you, Devon?
My favorite content area is math because we do different math groups.
Yeah, go ahead.
In one math group, we would go to one of my two teachers where we would work in a module book. And then in another group with another teacher, we would do finish line books. And then the other two groups, we would go on our one-to-one devices.
Okay. So everyone, have you all expressed what is the contents area at the Build Academy and why? Jeremy?
Yeah. My favorite content area at Build Academy is social studies because it's interesting and we don't always write on paper. We use our one-to-one devices and we go on programs like Kahoot and Nearpod.
What are one-on-one devices?
It's our own computers that we have. Instead of writing everything, we can go on our computer. Sometimes we can type it or we can get on programs and help us better.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have anything to say? Go ahead, Miranda.
My favorite would be math because we use IXL, and IXL is a program where you get to answer questions, and if you get the questions wrong, it will explain to you how you got it wrong and what you have to do to get it right next time. And with Kahoot, Kahoot is a program you get to do a quiz, and they'll rank you from first to how many people is there, and you get to battle for first place with points.
Really? So that must be fun, where you can compete with your other classmates, correct? Oh, okay. Let's see. We go down to the third question. What is your favorite in-core subject area at Bill Academy?
Mine is home and careers because we know how to measure and we're cooking and we can like do a lot of fun stuff in home and careers. Right now we're learning about healthy foods and what's good to eat and what's bad.
Oh, okay. What do you think about that?
My favorite in-core subject, I would say, is gym.
Okay.
Because it's fun, and we learn about different games, like kickball. That's the last game that we did, and now we starting basketball.
What kind of physical activities do y'all experience in gym? Do y'all climb ropes? Do y'all do jumping jacks? Do y'all have big balls that you roll towards one another, or do you have ropes that you take your arms and go up and down? Do you do those physical things at gym?
Yeah, we have these different groups where, like, one group you do sit-ups, one group you do jumping jacks around the gym.
Okay. Anybody else have a comment on that?
My favorite in-core subject is gym because we do different things that we never did before, like kickball, arena football, soccer.
Okay. Do you have any type of physical defense activities in gym, such as judo or karate or boxing?
No.
No? What about swimming?
Yes, we have swimming.
We have a pool.
Okay.
We're getting it remodeled.
Okay. You like swimming?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the best exercises you can do because it uses all your muscles. Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now let's go to the next one. Next question. What skills, strategies, and or experiences have helped you at Bill Academy? And how will these skills prepare you if you want to go to college?
The after school has really helped me because
Excuse me. Who's speaking? What's your name?
Giovanna.
Go ahead, Giovanna.
Because we're doing the police athlete league. It's where we play basketball and they're teaching us how to dribble and not to, well, we have to be like a team player and we have to know what to do in order to win or whatever, or just play.
Okay. Go ahead. You were saying something? Come on, Miranda.
Okay. The skills and strategies that would help me would be probably Mayan, because Mayan is a program you get to go on with different books. It has grade level books for you, and it's helped me be a better reader.
Okay.
And it would help me when I go to college.
Comprehending, it helps you with your comprehensiveness. Yeah. What kind of books? Any kind of books, or can you pick the book that you want to read?
They have different genres of books that you can read.
Okay. All right. Have your homeroom teacher ever assigned any of your assignments on that program?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Anyone else have an opinion?
Yeah, my favorite skill and strategy is iExcel. It's a math program that helps you, and what we do on there is first we do in class as a group. We work on the board, and he explained the lesson to us, and we go through a couple questions. Then we go on the our one-to-one devices, and we get on there and we try it on our own. And if we mess up, it will tell us. It will go back to that question, tell us what we did wrong, tell us the correct answer, and then we'll try something else again. And when we finish that skill, it will give us a certificate or some type of award at the end.
In that class, I'm curious, do each student have a computer or a device on their desk as the teacher is explaining things and you're doing the work? Or are you reading everything off of a screen in the class, or is the teacher actually physically writing it on the green board?
Well, it started off, we do a little bit of notes first, and then we all get our one-to-one devices. We all have separate one-to-one devices.
Oh, I wish I had that when I was in school. That sounds great. All right, let's go to our next question. What is the one personal interest that you have or one goal you wish you accomplished? Anyone can go first, but call your name out first, please, so the listening audience would know who's speaking.
I'm Dariana, and one goal that I want to accomplish is getting into middle early college because I want to be a teacher, and I think that school will help me, and I think that school helped me and teach me that what I need to do, how I need to be a teacher.
Why do you want to be a teacher?
I want to be a teacher because I like helping other people, and I just like helping people.
That's a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyone else? Say your name.
I'm Javonna. My goal that I wish to accomplish is to be better at math. I can do that by practicing and asking for help.
Good. And let me suggest this to you. I'm a retired cancer research technician in the biophysics department at Roswell Park. In all laboratories, math plays a vital role. You can't calculate, you can't analyze, you can't plan your work without math. Math is very important. Measurements are very important. The length of that mic, the width of that mic, the dimension of that mic, the length of this table, the width of the table, the length of the chair, the height of the chair, the width of the chair, the size of this room, from all four sides. Everything is calculated, not by fruit, not by sport, by math. And that's a good thing. Okay? All right. Now, here's the last question. And everyone has to answer this question, or I'm going to talk about you on the airway. All right, you ready for this question?
Yes.
All right. If you was the principal of Build Academy, what is the one thing you would do as a leader? If you was the principal of Build Academy, what is the one thing that you would do as a leader? If you was Principal Garcia, and Principal Garcia was your scholar, what would you do as principal to help Scholar Garcia excel?
I'm Jeremy, and when I'm principal at Build Academy, I will make the school hours half an hour longer, so when the students need help or not understanding anything, they can go back to that teacher during that half an hour and get help what they need, and finish and do better and get their grade higher.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. The next person.
When I'm principal at Build Academy, I would have school on Saturday and get the parents more engaged in their children's learning.
Well, that's a great question you put out there, opinion you put out there. Let me ask you this. How would you go about? Okay, I grant you. I'm the law. School is on Saturday. Now, you as the principal of Build Academy, what would be your strategy in getting parents to come to school to see about the development of their children when it's a Saturday and they want to stay home and watch riflemen and cartoons. What would you do to engage the parents to come in?
Well, the parents can come in with the children, and like we have it on Saturday, our Saturday Academy, it's gonna be learning, but it's also gonna be fun, where you could do fun things and where you could learn.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. Javon, your opinion?
When I'm the principal at Build Academy, I would want to extend the specials, like.
What are the specials? I don't know. I don't attend Build Academy.
Like the encore subjects, like gym, art.
Okay. So you would expand those programs?
Yeah.
That would be something that you want to do?
Yes.
Do you think many of your classmates would be interesting in those areas?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why?
Because, like, people like art, gym, music, stuff like that. And if it was longer, they'd probably like it, like, even more than they already do.
Yeah, I remember when I was in elementary school and in our art class, because I like drawing. And in our art class, we had working with clay, but I like drawing. And sometimes I would be drawing and I'd get into my artwork and the bell ring, ding, class is over. I'd be so mad, you know, because I would have to wait until the following week for my next art class. So that's good thinking. That's smart. What about you, Joa?
When I'm the principal at Bird Academy, I will have parents more involved in their child's learning by, like, helping them on Maya, like helping them read, and on IXL to help them with their math.
Good, you fall right back on that math. That is so important. And what about you, Miranda?
When I'm the principal at Build Academy, I would extend school hours 10 to 20 more minutes, because if somebody wants to finish their work, they could finish their work and they won't have to do it the next class.
Mm-hmm.
They won't have to wait to finish it.
All right, so you're the principal now of Build Academy, and you're responsible for overseeing all of the teachers, folks who work in housekeeping and maintenance, folks who work in security, folks who monitor supplies coming into the schools, papers and paints and things that we need. You're the principal. So how would you do that? Because you're just one person. Would you think of putting other people in charge to do certain things? Would you? Or would you do it yourself? Now, being a principal is a huge job. You know, sometimes you got a school with 1,300 students, and you might have 100 adult teachers, and, you know, that's a hard job. Everything comes back to the principal. So how would you go about delegating? Do you know the meaning of the word delegate?
Handle your business.
Delegate is when you give Giovanna, I want you to come up with a math model so that you can teach Javon, Miranda, and your other classmates. Because I have to go over here and talk to Javon about gym. And I can't be in two places at one time. But I'm the principal and everybody looks to me for answers and directions. Come on, y'all, put your thinking cap on and tell me, how would you handle that as being the principal, taking on responsibility?
Well, if I was in that situation, I would have some of my staff help me, like, with a little bit, but I would do most of the work because, like, I would want it done right and how I feel it should be done.
Okay. Anybody else have a suggestion? Now, you're the principal. You're the man. You're the boss. You're the woman. Got to get it done. Mama and daddy, grandma, granddad, aunt, uncle, godmother, godfather. They are the principals in your life because they get things done for you. So now how would you help your fellow classmates as the principal? I'm putting pressure on you because I want to get y'all to think. If I was the principal of Build Academy, Sam Herbert, and I was in the 8th grade, you know the first thing I would do? I would call a staff meeting of all of the teachers. And I would ask my teachers, what are some of the problems that they are going through in regards to teaching the students? And I would ask them in a nice manner, you have 2 days to come up with written suggestions. You got some time now. So as principal, I called a meeting with the teachers. All right, I'm a teacher. I just submitted my suggestions in writing. Some of my suggestions as a teacher would be, we need to establish a committee, an outreach committee, so that we can reach out to every child's parent. Explain to them what is offered in regards to educating your child at the Build Academy. What is needed? We need you parents to come in on Saturday. Come in on Saturdays and ask the teacher, how my child doing? How's Javon doing? How is Giovanna doing? How is Miranda doing? How is Jeremy doing? How is Lady Hamilton doing? We need feedback. So that's what I would do if I was principal. That'd be the first thing, you know? And then, as principal, I would call a meeting of people who take care of the grounds, people who take care of maintenance, because we have to have clean bathrooms for our students. The classrooms have to be clean. Garbage cans have to be empty. So I would tell those individuals, that group, what I would like and ask them, can you help me? So now we call the meeting, we talk to the teachers, we call the meeting, we talk to housekeeping and maintenance and folks who do the grounds for us. So now we call a meeting with security. Everybody, we'll share it. And we would tell security, we don't want anyone in the school that is not enrolled as a scholar or a teacher. And we want them to protect everyone. So now we got security, we got our teachers, we got our housekeeping and maintenance and groundworks, and I'm the principal, and I'm in my office at my desk now. I gotta wait for the exams that you'll take, that the teachers give y'all, and to see if your marks are good. Because I, as the principal, I have people that I have to answer to, such as the Buffalo School Board and the superintendent of Buffalo's public schools. I have to answer to them. And if we want our school to remain open and in good standings, I Our teachers have to teach. Our students have to learn. And you'll have to pass your exams. That's if I was the principal. But I'm not the principal. I'm the host of the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help us God. And we are here talking about what goes on in the Build Academy. So tell me, I'm opening up the mic to y'all and also to the listening audience if you would like to call in. That's 837-1112, 837-1112. And I'm opening it up to you. I asked you all those questions. Now let's freelance. You know what freelance means? Anything come to your head, let's kick it. No cursing. Okay? So tell me, y'all love school? Y'all love the Build Academy? On the real side?
Yes.
Yeah? I know, because I always loved my junior high school. I'm a New York guy. In New York City, we have elementary school from kindergarten to the 6th grade, and then we graduate from the 6th grade to junior high school. Our junior high school goes from 7th, 8th, and 9th, and then we graduate on the 9th grade and we go to high school. And high school is 10, 11, and 12. Okay? So, I always loved elementary school and junior high school. I remember every teacher's name in elementary school that I had, every one of them. In junior high school, I remembered all of my teachers that helped me pass my exams, understand what I was reading, help me with my spelling. As a student, I was always good in comprehending. I was always good in math. I was always good in science. I was good at boxing, and I was good at swimming. And I was good at playing ping pong. And I'm still good at those three. You know what was my weakest class and subject? And to this day, I go through problems sometimes. But thank God for a dictionary. And thank God for these cell phones where you can push that mic button, say what you want, and it'll print it on the screen for you. But my weakest subject was spelling. I've never been a good spelling after I got into high school. For some odd reason, I just lost it. But it took me a while. I did my papers and everything. I passed, and I graduated from high school. But that was my weakest. Do you know any of your classmates that might be weak in a certain area, such as reading or spelling or science or math? And do you help them?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, y'all gotta give me more than one word answers. How you help them?
By explaining to them what they need to do and what they're doing wrong.
Okay.
And how they need to fix it.
Good, because that's very important. Each one teach one. That's very important. We go to school every day together. We eat, we laugh, we joke. Sometimes we get mad at each other, but the bottom line, because we are all human beings and because we are good scholars, you see, a scholar will help another scholar. A scholar will help a student to become a scholar. That is what scholars do. That's how they became scholars, because their teachers helped them. Y'all said that. Y'all said your teachers help y'all. Didn't y'all say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Good. So come on, y'all. Let's talk like mom and dad ain't around. We got about 20 more minutes in the show. So act like mom and dad ain't around. Just don't get crazy with me. Come on, let's talk. Let me ask you a question. As students at the Build Academy, do you ever experience any bullying? There's a lot of that in the news, a lot of that's going around. When I was in school, I was bullied a lot because I was born with this bald spot. And people used to make fun of me. They used to make fun at me. And so I experienced bullying, and I seen it firsthand. So I said, Let me ask, when students come in, I just want to ask y'all, have y'all ever experienced any bullying? And have you ever seen any bullying going on at the Build Academy among your classmates? It's open to everybody. Anyone can speak.
No, we don't condone that at the 9-1.
Oh, stop for a minute, young man. I like the way you said that. No, we don't condone that. That's right. When you see somebody bullying somebody, all of y'all as a concerned student, y'all tell them we don't condone that here. You got to take that somewhere else. This ain't happening at the Build Academy. We're here to build individuals' characters, build our minds, build our vocabulary, build our math skills, our science skills, our economic skills, our athletic skills. That's what we do at the Build Academy. We build. We don't work to destroy. Thanks. So Miranda, you don't experience that, didn't see it, and Javon, and that's good. And if I can just suggest to all 5 of y'all, don't allow anyone to bully you or your friends. Bullying is not a good thing. Okay? Now I want to ask you, because there's so much of it going on in different schools in the city, have you ever seen any of your class students, anybody ever brought a gun into school? Or, do people, you're young folks, this is what happens, so I'm just asking y'all, do you know of someone, or without calling their names, don't call nobody names, but I just want to know if y'all was aware of that, do things like that happening. Anybody can answer that, please.
No, it does not.
Good, because I like what my brother said over there. He said we don't condone things like that, and that's a good thing. And I'm proud of you for being able to word it that way. What about any drugs in the school?
No. At our school, we do not tolerate none of that.
Okay.
And if we have problems in the school, like in the morning, we all have circle time. Every class is circle time, and we talk about how our day going, and we rate our day so far from numbers 1 to 5, and then we talk about how our day is going so far.
Yeah, and when you're talking about how your day is going, are you in a group?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. And everybody gets a chance to express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's real good. That's real good, because each one, I go back to what I said a few minutes ago, each one teach one. Each one help one. That's what education is about, and that's what elevating one to a level to be recognized as a scholar. That's what I admire about y'all at the Build Academy, and that's what I admired when I first met Principal Garcia. When I suggested this at a public meeting that the superintendent, Dr. Cash, called, the parents was in the audience, students in the audience, and I suggested I'd like to let's hear it out of the mouths of students. We always hear adults talk about students in the school. I want to flip the switch. I want students to come on my radio show, and I want the listening audience, especially the adults, to listen to our young upcoming scholars and contributors to society. I want y'all to always learn, even after you graduate from college, become a doctor, become a lawyer, become a teacher, become an engineer, become a scientist. Those of you who don't have the academic skills but have the vocational skills, I want you to become a welder, an auto mechanic, an engineer. Those individuals who lay concrete on our streets. What I don't want any of you to become are individuals who stand on the corner, who have nothing to do because they don't want to do anything. I don't want y'all to get caught up in any kind of drugs. I don't want y'all to be stealing and robbing people. don't want you to grow up like that. I want y'all to be proud. I got to say what I say on my radio show when I come on. I tell folks to smile, to smell good, to look good, to walk with your head held high. And remember, our haters are our motivators. I ask each of you, are you motivated this afternoon? Yes. Can't hear you.
Yes.
Can't hear you in there.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. So, anything you'd like to talk about among yourselves? Because we got 14 minutes left. And I'm opening up the phone lines at the last 10 minutes so people can call in and ask these intelligent young scholars. I have a room of African Americans and Latinos representing. I got Miranda. We got a phone call. Good afternoon, caller. You are live on The Truth and nothing but the truth, so help us God. Good afternoon. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you can speak.
What at Build Academy had changed since Mr. Garcia and Mr. Jordan had come?
Principal Garcia, you want to answer that question? Principal Garcia can't answer that question. Next caller. The students, can you answer that question?
I can answer that question. Our school have changed a lot. Like, it's more learning, it's no violence. The teachers care about us. We have the one-to-one devices now.
Okay. All right, caller. Is there another caller? Thank you, caller, for calling. Well, I want to take this moment and I want to give a shout out to my sponsors. Shamir at Sam's Mark, located on the corner of Sycamore and Fillmore. Stop in there, pay all of your utility bills, pay all of your Western Unions to send money, stop in and pick up some milk. They got the best price on potato chips, y'all. They are cheaper than Tops Market. The big bags, $2.50. At Tops Market, they want $3.65. Sam's Mark on Sycamore and Fillmore. And when you go in there, ask for Shamir. Tell Shamir that I heard Mr. Herbert talk about them on his radio show. That's Shamir. Stop there and get your gas. I just filled up this morning. So, I just want to give that shout out. That's the best mark in the city. It's on the east side. It's in the Fillmore district. You go in there and they got some great wool hats for $5. They got them in brown and tan, gray and black, blue and gray. I brought 4 of them. And they're warm. They got the felt on the inside. Just pull it over your ears. $5, can't beat it. Okay, that's Shamir, Sam's Mark, located on Fillmore and Sycamore. All right, we got about 8 minutes left. Remember when I opened up and I was telling y'all we want to give thanks to who? Mariana, who do we want to give thanks to?